This is what they come with. I'm your boy. I'm your partner. It's me and you. No, you're a liar. And Allah knows, as you're standing with your thobe on, in front of Allah is a sign. Taba ala qulubihim al-kufr. A sign that says, kufr. Munafiq. Perpetrator. Big beard. Goose. Mishwak. Big turban. The works. Niqab. In the nightclub. In the strip joint. Drinking 40, smoking blunts, plotting against the deen of Allah, working with the enemy of Allah inside the ranks. Allah cursed the munafiq who called himself Jibril, that was responsible for the trickery that led to the martyrdom of our Imam. Allah bless our Imam and bless all those brothers who suffered. May Allah curse him. Allah Ta'ala says about these munafiqs, we can't take this as a game. Say, well, this is our faith for the brother, you know. No, when it's clear that you see actions of hypocrisy, it is of the faith of the Muslim, as Allah ordered the Prophet, Ya ayyuhan nabiyyu qatilu al-kafirina wa munafiqin waqtu alayhim, waqtu alayhim, waqtu alayhim. Oh, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, fight, kill the kafir. Fight the munafiqeen. Let him find harshness in you. Let him find harshness in you. See, they think it's a game. But I was surety that kafir dog, if he run across the believers, wallahi, he going to realize it ain't no game. And they don't care about the little acronym you wear on your shirt. What's on your heart is what Allah sees. You are munafiq. Allah got something for you. And we have to be careful. Brothers, when they come to you and offer you the job to be the enemy of Allah like they did to me, you go and say so-and-so and so-and-so, and you know this and that, blah, 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 or we going to do this and that. Man, do what you got to do. You go ahead and throw. Like Musa told Fir'aun, go ahead and throw. You tell him, Azhabu ila Jahannam, go to hell. Go to hell. Because that's where you're going. You kafir dog, you munafiq. Allah see you. He know you. We have to get tabs on the enemy of Allah. We got to know him. So you notice about these guys. When they come into the community, nobody know them. They don't be from where you from. And then the people from where they say they from, nobody know them. Why? Because his office is with the feds. Stated COINTEL files of the 60s, 70s, continued on to now. In the 60s and 70s, they paid these chumps $300 a month. $300 a month brought the end to the life of Fred Hampton, Mark Clark, so many others. $300 a month for people that were on the front line struggling for freedom, for the people that are oppressed. Now we as Muslims, we inherit this because we the only holdout. We the last holdout. We the last enemy to Masih Dajjal that is close. If they are successful with doing to us what they have done to the Christian and everyone else, then it's showtime. It's time to bring on Al-Kadhib. What they want to do. And you can say you Muslim, but just make Jummah on Friday and do everything else we do the rest of the week. Whoever imitates the people, Imam Luqman, one of his famous hadith, he's of them. He's of them. We have to turn away from everything that Allah Ta'ala hates. This is how we cleanse our own heart. And if they come to you and you happen to work, it's your job, you're a cop. So Salam had double agents. I've met a lot of brothers that are double agents. They actually work for the feds, MI5 and all these organizations, but they believe. How you know they believe? Because they pull your coat. Man, you don't want to be careful, okay? You be careful. They ain't talking about them. Be careful of Allah. When you hide Allah in the nafsi, mercy. Allah Ta'ala warned you concerning himself. Allah, he says this. He warned us about Allah. Ad-Dar, the destroyer. Al-Jabbar, Al-Qahar, the restrictor, the seizer, the one who takes Al-Qabit, the one who takes the soul. Al-Mumit, the one who brings about death. No one else. As Imam talked about that, they want the attribute of Allah. No one has the attribute of Allah. Laysa kamithlihi shay. He is absolute. He is alone. Have no partner. What do it take to cause a man to give up his hereafter? What can they offer you in the world? A big house? Green paper money that ain't even backed by the gold and silver? Najis women? What is it? The wine of this world? What can they offer you to sell your soul? See, right now, with the munafiq, it is so many different areas. One Allah mentions about anfiqu. Allah Ta'ala says that they don't spend. Meaning that with the munafiq told the Ansar, do not spend on the muhajirin when they come. Why? Because knowing that when you spend and you give sadaqah and you help, it's a bond that's being built on brotherhood. But the Ansar Allah, they didn't listen to the munafiqeen. They gave to the point that Sa'd ibn Rabi'ah is paired with Abdul Rahman ibn Auf. Abdul Rahman ibn Auf, the fifth person to embrace Islam. The wealthiest merchant in all of Al-Islam at this time. When he get to Medina, he ain't got nothing. Just a shirt on his back. Sa'd ibn Rabi'ah radiallahu ta'ala said, oh my brother, I give you half of my wealth. Oh my brother, I give you half of my dwellings, my property. Oh my brother, look to my wives. And the one you like, I will divorce her. When her iddah is finished, you can marry her. Man, what type of man is this? He didn't give us the very things that we love. What Allah say, Lain tanawul al-birr. Hatta tunfiku mimma tuhibbun. You will not attain to righteousness, piety, until and unless you give of that which you love. Sa'd ibn Rabi'ah gave of that which he loved. But Abdul Rahman ibn Auf, not wanting to be a burden on his brother, no, Akhi, just show me to the souk. He had faith, tawakkul in Allah, reliance. It goes on to state hadith that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, I saw Abdul Rahman ibn Auf crawling to get into paradise. Every time he heard that, he was like, oh Aisha, why do you always remind me of this? He ashra mubashara. He of those 10 people in his lifetime told that he going to paradise. But the Prophet said, I saw him crawling. Why? Because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, it is harder for a rich man to enter paradise than it is for the camel to fit through the eye of the needle. Abdul Rahman, because he had this faith in the serious state, he never ever picked up a rock except it was gold or silver up under it. So that whenever he gave, Allah Ta'ala was not going to allow him to outgive. So whenever he gave, Allah always gave so much more. He just couldn't get rid of his wealth. When he died with 4 wives, he was a multi-millionaire. He alone used to spend on the Ghazwa, on the jihad. He alone used to spend on Ahlul Bayt, or the family of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But he could not get rid of his money because he gave so much. And believe me, he tried. He would give whole caravans. And he'd look up, pick up rock, and there you go. Allah gave right back to you many-fold. It's because he had siddiqin. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, radiallahu ta'ala anhu, when the Quraysh said to him, your crazy companion, he said last night he went from Mecca to Jerusalem. And what you say? Abu Bakr Siddiq said that if he said it, I believe in it and followed in it. At this saying here, Allah gave him the name Siddiq.